First thing that I want to do is say I am going to give an apology to Chief Walker because I did not want this to get as political as it got, okay? That's one thing that I did not want. So, and then the next thing I have to say is I'm standing here for unity, not very much more, all right? In my community, we are of all colors, all shades, and sizes, and we are just one, to me, one unique community. And I feel that we knocked Heinz 57 out of picture a long time ago with their unique blend. We are Minds 57, so we are very unique, okay? And then one of the things I want to talk about is the fact that for over 200 years, my family members have lived here. They've endured a lot. There's been a lot of rough times. And unfortunately, those that are now, like Chief or the rest of them, they weren't here, but my family has always went through pure hell, basically been pushed back and ignored. Like in the 50s, the school system really let my families down bad. And then I've watched through the years, my granddaughters had to leave Lakeland. There was a lot of things done and said that I am not very happy with. But on a different note, when she talked about education, a lot of people, there's a lot of talent up there, but unfortunately, a lot of people couldn't go to college because there was no funds. The money wasn't there. But I will say, I had a son who went 5 years of college and graduated, so he did it on his own. And I am very proud of him for doing that. I'm very proud of him. So, as I said, we've endured a lot, and I'm definitely not going to leave this part out where the Ford Motor Company came in, and dumped contamination in my area. And I feel there's been a lot of sicknesses and deaths due to that. That's my honest feeling. That's what I've had to live with, to watch all these people literally die and whatnot. And I'm watching the news too. And one of the things I feel is, okay, defund police. What are people talking about? What the hell are we going to do without police? What are we really going to do without our law? And I can honestly say, my whole life here, I can honestly say I've never witnessed anything, to that effect, or I definitely would have stood up, if I ever witnessed anything like that. Honestly, there's some cops that's been on this force I don't care much about, okay? And that's the way it is.
Tell it like it is.
It has been all my life. But, well, that's past tense for you. All right. But you know what? You commit the crime, you got to do the time. So, you know what I'm saying? They got to do their jobs too. So we need to keep our eyes open, and we really think it's, a really bad situation. That's a whole different story. But I can honestly say, I really haven't. And I'm not going to stand here and try to say different. As I said, I've been here all my life, so I stand by what I've seen, what I've witnessed. And, I watch these people from Haiti where they can't wash their hands constantly. They can't do this. They can't do that. I want you to understand something, which might be hard for you because but growing up in my childhood, we didn't have running water. We didn't have electric. We had to go down into the woods like they do, and get buckets of water and do this and do that. But it was the best times of my life, and there's been many things said, like I said, through the school system, the things towards, my unique community's kids, including myself and whatever, but it's not you're not born into this, you're taught this, That's the thing, you're taught this, We have been called Jackson Whites. What the hell? What the hell, Jackson Whites? Tell me. I want somebody to really tell me, But that's a derogatory term.
Bull.
And it used to be the mine area, but it was changed to Upper Ringwood, so that we didn't have to deal with all that minies, this, that, whatever. But again, as I said, I'm here for unity, okay? I just want to unite this community. I know movement, all right, but as I said, my family's unique. We come in, we got a special blend, but I stand for each part, and I just want, sorry, unity in this town, and peace, and justice if need be. So, that's it. So, I could be here forever, but I'm going to step aside, and let the next person come up. And I thank you all for being here and being